Hey guys, it's Ricky and this is the Hero Bills. Father God, Lord Yeshua, Holy Spirit, thank you for being the source of all love. And thank you for shining that love upon Earth and the human race, even though we've done nothing but pervert it. I want to come to you now and ask you for your protection, your deliverance, and your grace and mercy, and for you to shine the light on mental health and how it really is demonically influenced and demonically let people see that it really is spiritual warfare. Mental illness is a spiritual warfare. And help people to have compassion and understanding when it comes to people who are being demonically oppressed and demonically possessed. I ask you to keep me with a sound mind, to keep guiding me, and help me. Every day, I need your grace, your mercy, your knowledge, your wisdom to get through. But now, so more than ever, because I see this is not going to be an easy. I feel like this really just, it gets darker before it gets, the darkest hours before the dawn, and I realize that that's the hour that's coming upon me. All I truly ever desired was for truth and clarity, and to help people that have gone through what I've gone through to get the truth and clarity that they seek. And maybe it is just the truth is it's spiritual warfare and nothing else matters. It just complicates. But telling my brain that is different from telling my heart. And I know you know that, but I need you to get me to a place to where if that's really it, that it's just spiritual warfare and that's all the answer, the truth I'm going to get, for me to have peace with that. And knowing that that's all I needed all along. But also I need you to guide me and help me to help people who are challenged with the spiritual oppression, with the mental disorders, the multiple personalities, because they keep coming and finding me, or we run into each other, and I feel like I'm really messing up, like I'm not helping, and I really do want to help, but it just seems like my life gets disrupted and thrown off track, and then I gotta spend X amount of time to rebuild, and then it happens all over again. And I know that's not the purpose or the life you wanted for me. But I also know that you didn't pull me out of that dark place for me to forget about it and to just keep marching on. I know that I'm responsible for pulling others out of that same place. And I do intend to do that, but I need your help in order to do that and stay out of the dark place myself. Like, keep myself from going back in with, and still being able to pull people out. In Yeshua's precious and holy name, I ask and pray, amen. That's the one thing I really do struggle with, is not wanting to, like, no child left behind, but not getting stuck when you go to pull a child out, like, somebody out of addictions or strongholds, or demonic possession, demonic oppression. Because even if you have the Holy Spirit, you can be demonically oppressed. Somebody just doesn't. Somebody refuses to let control of, somebody refuses to let the illusion of having control go. This person never was in control. God always was. But they still somehow are feeding into the illusion that they have control over someone's life, and they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose that, but they're about to, because it was an illusion the entire time. Someone's 47. Someone's born in May. Somebody really needs to rest and relax because you're running out of energy, and this is not the time to run out. Meditation is very important for someone right now. And you cannot ignore it. If you have to hide, go run and find yourself a nook or cranny, just do it. That's all of them. D. A. Well, the DA's here, district attorney, the one that's in a lot of trouble. P. Dap. Someone could smoke daps, or somebody dabs. Or somebody's an art teacher. A little dabaduya. Someone's name is Carter, or Clater. Yeah. But since I said it, Carter too. M. Map. MD. There's a doctor who's very unethical, and they could be a gynecologist, and I think you can understand what I mean from that point. PA. Massachusetts. F. Somebody drinks a lot of frappuccinos. Somebody is a grown-ass man or woman, and they have been pacified their entire life. They've gotten anything they've ever wanted, and if they didn't get it, they threw a fit. And this person to this day is in their 30s, 40s, possibly even 50s, and they throw an adult tantrum every time they don't get their way, because it's always worked for them. This time it's not about to work. F. L. Somebody could be from Canada, or the maple the maple tree is significant. Somebody could have one in their backyard or somewhere. Somebody's really dapper. Dressed really nice. Dapper Dan. Something's just a fad. It's going to blow. I mean, it's a trend. Or you're a trendsetter and you just started a trend. Someone needs to make a plan though, because something is about to take off and you'll get lost in the distractions if you aren't grounded. S. Sap. Someone's really sad. I don't know if it's sad because they couldn't stop you or sad because they were with you and they chose to turn against you and now they can't walk. They can't experience this with you. And they were originally supposed to. Somebody wants to slap somebody. E. V. Apples. Vessel. Somebody wants to steal your vessel, or someone who you think you're helping, you can't help them because they're an empty soul. I mean, they're an empty vessel. They've already been sold. Well, I don't know how to say it, but they're already dark. There's no coming back. M. Somebody could have a gun. SVM. Special Victim Male Unit. Wow. You know, it's something that you don't think about because a lot of men do not report being raped or being sexually assaulted because it makes them feel like weak, like they're a bitch. Because how can a man be sexually assaulted? Well, it can very easily happen. And there is a whole group of people, men, who have been sexually assaulted who either couldn't get help and they tried to get help and couldn't get it, or they were too afraid to ask because of being thought of as not worthy, being less of a man. I think there's help coming though. But there's no use in having a special victims unit if people are too afraid to use it. Then who are you helping? I mean, help could be there, but if you're not utilizing it, that's the significance. Someone has help like right at their fingertips and they're not utilizing it. It's because their perception's off. They're not seeing it right. Someone's name is Melvin. Sleepless in Seattle. You had me from hello. Or is that Jerry Maguire? I don't know. But Sleepless in Seattle could be significant. Or Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Melissa. Somebody is back in the saddle. They've gotten their groove back, or they're in the process of getting it back. Somebody needs to pack their bags. They're leaving soon. An earth sign is being protected by a confession. Or an earth sign's giving a confession so that somebody else will be protected. Maybe somebody lied and said that they were raped when they really weren't, but it's because they were too afraid to admit their sexuality. Maybe somebody almost had somebody killed because they lied and told a group of people that this person raped them, when really it was it was mutual. There was actually love shared between the two of them. But because this whoever couldn't handle that and couldn't handle people knowing that, they had this person set up to be killed. And now the person that set it all up realizes that they don't want to live without this person that they tried to have killed, or in the process of trying to have killed, and they're going to confess it, so that either they're confessing their sexuality to this group of people, so this group of people will leave this earth sign alone, or maybe it's the earth sign that's confessing their sexuality. I don't know. But so they can tell the truth and say it wasn't rape, he didn't rape me. We had a consensual affair together, and I love him. And this person's doing that because if they don't, the person they love is going to be killed. But I think there's a positive ending. I think it's, instead of somebody being killed, it's they're going to be moving in together. Somebody took a huge risk, though, and all it did was put a grave distance between the two of you. Could be a fire sign that didn't want to admit their sexuality, or you're a fire sign and there's an earth sign that didn't want to admit their sexuality. Or there's a third party who didn't want the two of you together. Somebody's confessing something because they know if they don't, somebody's going to be killed. And the person that's confessing is in love with the person a hit was put on. What a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. You know, if we truly just believe God, truly honestly believed Him, and believed that He was powerful enough to change anything or deliver us from anything, we wouldn't lie about anything. And if we didn't lie about things, it would be a lot easier for the Holy Spirit to move and for God to move and to deliver or save or turn around any situation. It's people lying and trying to keep things covered up that really is the true delay, the true dilemma. Like, because I mean, God's all powerful and God can do anything, but God also doesn't force free will, and He doesn't like impugn on people's free will. He allows it because true love is a choice, and if you truly love somebody, you won't force them to do anything. You'll want them to choose whatever it is that they truly love and desire, and then whatever they choose is what they truly love. I mean, it's what they truly want, and God knows that, and He knows that Him forcing us to do anything, it goes against the whole design, the whole purpose behind why He created us. He created us because out of love and out of of love and by love, but He also knows in order for it to truly be love, we have to choose Him as He's chosen us. Because if He forces it on us, it's not true love. I mean, it's just like all those like dictators and, well, I mean, honestly now it's like America too. Anyways, but all those dictators that, you know, countries just seem to like love and like give all this admiration and praise to, they have to. They're told to, they're forced to either do this or you die. Like that's not true admiration. That's not true love. That's being forced to do something out of fear of your life. And God doesn't do that. And somebody thought that they could do that to you or to this person, and they can't. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the third party. They realize how much love was shared between they realized that the two of you truly do love each other, and they realized that they not only can't get in the way of that, they don't want to. So maybe it's the third party that had a hit put out, and now they're calling it back because they don't want to live with the guilt of not only having it done, but the reason why they had it done. Who's the third part? Who's responsible for the hit? I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't let me in your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Somebody's working really hard to get up their finances to come and get you unstuck or to get themselves unstuck, because they're tired of pretending like they don't love you and they want victory with you. We've got Virgo, we've got Taurus, we've got Leo, we've got Libra and Pisces, and then Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, it's a woman that I think put up the hit. It could be an Aquarius woman. Someone could be 56 years old or 65. $38, $35, Five of Wands, and the Five of Swords back to back. 55 definitely is a strong number here. Changes are coming. There's a group of people trying to, or they were, maybe they've now given up, but they're holding meetings constantly trying to figure out a way to make something go away. But something's come out recently in the last couple days, couple hours, and these people now know there's no way around it. Like, this is going to be exposed, or it already has come to a certain degree of exposure, and now it's going to skyrocket into worldwide exposure. There's a female with long dark hair who just is fucked. She could wear cowboy boots. There's a man next to her, and the way he looks, I feel like he was involved, like he was in cahoots with her. But the minute he realized that, maybe he got the realization before her, or maybe she never got it, and because this was looking like caught red-handed, but he knew what was going down, or he's the reason why she got caught, because when he figured out, hey, if I don't turn on her, I'm gonna be going, I'm fucked. So he might have set her up to be somewhere or to do something, and then have the police on standby so that they would catch her doing it. Then again, maybe she was just a fall woman, because somebody was trying to set somebody up, but maybe the two of them together was trying to set another person up, and then when the guy realized that it wasn't gonna work, he sets her up to go down for all the things that they've already done. But it's like he's just standing there looking like, sorry, like, but doesn't look surprised either. Someone drives a BMW, could be a convertible, but that person's head's your way or someone's way because they want to stop you from balancing things out with your family, or this person's purpose in your life was to destroy any kind of family happiness or rebuilding that your family had done on an emotional level. Well, I guess finances too, but this person in this BMW, their true purpose was to kill, steal, and destroy, and it was their responsibility, their part of the plot, to keep your family unhealed and to keep your family from reconciling and being a family unit, a whole family unit. Or their family's in disarray because it's not being exposed what they did. They could have definitely cut somebody. Yeah, somebody knows the truth now. And that somebody could be you. Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, and Sagittarius are the 4 cards on top. Golf is significant. Someone has vintage furniture, like 1970s or 60s bedroom furniture. See how that, like that headboard is like wicker. That's like a 1970s thing, I think. Somebody's definitely a drag queen or a star, like looks like RuPaul's Drag Race. So, or somebody could have been on RuPaul's Drag Race, or they want to be, or maybe you're gonna get offered to be, like, somebody got an exciting offer coming, and you may or may not take it, because it may or may not be right for you. But if you take it, I think it's gonna be really positive for you, at least in helping you network and get whatever is that you want truly to do with your life. It'd be a lot easier with this exposure. But someone tried to stop you from getting it because they knew the more exposure you get, the more they get exposed, because they're the ones responsible for trying to have you killed. It could be a Taurus or a Scorpio, or it could be a Taurus and Scorpio that work together. Jenga, the game Jenga could be relevant, or somebody just got in a hurry and they pulled the wrong bar or the wrong move, and it all came crashing down. Like a house of cards, we came crashing down. Dolphins are significant. 21-27 is significant. Or the years 2021 and 2027. Like 2021 was significant and 2027 is going to be significant. Or area code 212 or 712 or 217. 2012 as well. 1972. 1982. 1983. No, it's not 83, so it would be 1982. And then 1984. February 17th, January 2nd, January 4th, July 2nd, July 3rd, July 5th. Someone's last name is West. Someone's a life path 7, life path 1, 2, and 4. Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Wow. 22, Twin Flame. Somebody didn't have any regret or remorse up until recently. But it's because I don't think they bought into anything, or they just chose to pretend to ignore it because they wanted to win, or they really truly didn't realize how much value you hold and how much you made their life more valuable, or you being in their life made their life more valuable, I guess. I mean, on a physical, mental, and a spiritual level. And they realize they truly love you. But this person now has to decide, and they're juggling between telling the truth, coming clean, and risking going to prison, or telling the truth, coming clean, and risking losing you, or just keeping quiet and guaranteeing that they lose you. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Well, it looks like someone decided to, or is about to decide to, swallow their pride and their ego and come rushing in. There's two dogs here about to, like, standing face to face, and they're standing in front of a safe with that woman on top. One dog has the key, the other dog thinks they have the key. Something's being protected, though. Like, the wrong dog will not get into the safe. They won't get the blessing. So if you're resonating with this and you think you're the right dog, then don't force or try to do anything to finagle a win, because you don't have to. You've already won. Just walk it out. Try to stay calm, cool, and collected, because it literally, I've already won. And this other dog that either A, knows that you have the key and they don't, or B, that they think they do and they think that they can win, or it's something to that. Either they already know you've won and they're just trying to keep you from getting it too, or they don't realize you've won already and you always had the key. And it's going to be a huge surprise when they get when they get let in on that little secret. But somebody's really materialistic, and all they really ever cared about was the amount of financial blessings, or how much money they would have if you were in their life. And I think it might be what brought them back. O or 4 or 0. Oh, 4, so 40. Someone could be 40 years old. But there's a Knight of Cups coming in to put this dog, one of the dogs, in their place. I never told you how I felt because I was afraid you would reject me. The truth is I love you more than I love myself. And that Knight of Cups could be an Aquarius or a Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but it very well could be. And that's kind of funny considering what I'm going through. The Pisces X is one of the options that could be. He sent his little stunt double in. And now he's realizing that was just created a whole slew more mess. So if you want something done, do it yourself. And that's what this person's realizing. Somebody does need to stop. And they need to realize that Jay, that love is a two-way street. And if it's not being reciprocated, it's only moving one direction, like it's only going one way. Like if you're doing all the giving or all the taking, then it's not love. MJ, Michael Jackson, or JM. Your family really did offer you up as a sacrifice. I approve. I'm sweating on the right time. RMS Titanic. Somebody has to stop getting high. That's the message I literally just got. Because it stopped 2A and then South High Street. Stop getting high. Or somebody realized that and then they have stopped. Or maybe something that somebody was benefiting off stopped somebody stopped benefiting from something from you when you stop getting high. Or they will stop benefiting if you stop getting high. Either way, somebody benefits from someone else getting high. Or from not being healed. That's why they've gone through the links and the considerable amount of bullshit and felonies that they've racked up to keep somebody unhealed. Because as long as somebody's getting high, they're not in their full power, or they're stuck on some level. And they can't see it because they think everything's fine because they're walking around in a daze. But the minute they stop getting high, or the minute they stop getting high, they put it together and they realize, hey, this is why they wanted to keep me unhealed, and why they did so much to make sure I didn't heal. S If I come to you and offer you what you deserve, my family will disown me and I can't decide if I can handle losing them, but I know you're worth it. You have to decide. You can't have it both ways. Either you have to let someone go and stop trying to control their life from behind the scenes like you're God or something, or you have to come to them and tell you how you feel, and hope that you haven't ruined it already by what you've done. But you can't have it both ways. Shit or get off the pot. Don't do any online dating right now. Anyone who shows interest is, I think, being sent from this person, and or the hitman is going to meet you offline. So it could look random, but it's definitely not. You might also have the hitman out for you because you exposed a whole group of child predators. Someone rides a blue bike. P. Somebody's PMSing. Or somebody's really cranky. Like a house of cards, we came crashing down. X. Little black book. You're about to find out your ex was a prostitute. Or they had an extreme addiction to paying for sex. Your ex could drive a BMW, or they do. If they didn't drive one when they were with you, they do now. And part of how they got that BMW was through fucking you over. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. I say mean things to project the pain, but I know I'm the one to blame. Z. Someone's name is Zane or Zen. Perception is reality. The universe is what you say it is. So again, someone needs to change their perception because they're perceiving something completely wrong. Q. Someone's staying on their P's and Q's because they know they're busted. 11. I paid my friend to watch you and he fell in love. So somebody's pissed off at their friend because they fell in love with you after the friend told them to do what they did. I. Someone's IQ is really high. Someone's actually they're too smart for their own good. I was a fool to believe I could turn that bitch into you. You smell so sweet and your pussy stinks. The gift of healing comes from within. You're not crazy. I'm using my power to sabotage everything in your life to force you to come back to me. The truth is, I love you more than I love myself. Somebody was either attached to a really well-to-do predominant family who they had access to resources that you didn't know about, or somebody is some kind of official, like a government official, or somebody was in a position of power that you didn't realize that they were in. So how they were able to hide this from you, or however you guys interacted, like, or they were involved in your life, somehow, some way, they were able to hide the fact that they were really this rich, well-to-do, high-profile person. Maybe it's because you were kept secret because either you were a same-sex lover or you were one of their dope whores. I mean, not. Either they did dope with you, and that's why no one knows about you because they don't do dope in their real life. You know what I mean? Somebody was living a double life. or they don't suck dick in the real life. So you are a part of the secret life. So you don't know anything that this person really truly is about or what they really do. Your time is coming. Be patient. You're doing an awesome job. I'm so proud of you. Love your twin. Even though you've shown the light on what this person and many others are doing, this person still loves you, and I think they're grateful that thanks to you and your courage and your wisdom and your honesty and your courage, the dark cloud they've had over their life and that they've been running from most of their life, it's finally being removed. And yeah, that comes with the sun can be painfully hot, or the heat from the sun can definitely scorch or burn the skin, but I've not seen one of those in so long. A lightning bug. Even the smallest bug could light up the night, and that's what you did. And there are people that you may think hate you, and even if they don't really particularly like you, deep down a part of them is really grateful that you existed and that you did what God told you to do. Love you guys. See you in the next one.